Hi, fun friends. I'm so excited you're here. I'm so excited to be in week 5 of our Pink Boot Camp. I hope that you have learned something. I hope that maybe you've done your homework the last couple of weeks. I know in this season of December, it can be a little interesting to be motivated and do the work and take care of the family. But you have definitely shown that you are ready to move your Mary Kay business to the next level by being part of this Pink Boot Camp. So my name is Nikki Boxford. I live in Wilmington, Delaware. I have 4 children. My oldest is 12. My youngest is 4. I have a husband I've been married to for 15 years. He claims that he is my oldest child, and most of you who have husbands, boyfriends, spouses of any kind know that they are your oldest children. So this week we are learning about coaching because Mary Kay always said, a party worth booking is a party worth coaching. So let's bust out our Pink Boot Camp printout for this week. If you did not print it out, no worries, just grab a piece of paper, but you will want to print it out just because it makes life easier for you if you have this printed out to follow along, and also because it has your weekly challenge in the back. So coaching, what do you think of when you think of coaching? I'm going to annoy this person by keep asking them questions. I'm going to annoy this person by keep reminding them. Absolutely, positively not. So over the last week or so, I've kind of had this epiphany when it comes to coaching, and it came from going to my son's basketball games. So I looked at the coach, I looked at the players, and I was thinking, like, when a coach coaches a sport, what is their goal? Why are they there? What is the point of a coach anyway? Basically, what their role is to teach the people that want to be there where to be and when they're supposed to be there. Do you hear that? So your job as a coach, so if anybody, have you ever played a sport? Have you ever watched a sporting event? Have you ever heard of sports? So this is where this all comes from. So the coach essentially is there to teach people skills, which is what you'll do at the party. But throughout that, they are also teaching people of where they need to be, what position they're supposed to be in, and when they're supposed to be there, right? Yes, because when certain plays happen, you have to be in a certain position. So when it comes to being a Mary Kay consultant, and we are all consultants, first and foremost, it doesn't matter what path you are on the career path. We are all independent beauty consultants. So when it comes to coaching your parties, have that mindset. Your job as a coach, after you've arranged the party, gotten the team together, now your job is to tell people and help them remember where to be and when to be there. So whether it's in home, on Facebook, on Zoom, at your house, it doesn't matter the where, but people just have to know where to be. And your job is to coach them on that. Aha. So do you think when a coach is coaching a game and he's telling people where to be, that he's thinking, I hope I don't annoy this person by reminding them too many times? Or do you think when they want somebody to score and to pass it to a specific person, they're thinking, I wish I didn't tell them so many times when to do that? No. So you release all of the emotion attached to coaching and focus on what your job is when it comes to coaching your parties. I hope that helps. I know that it has really helped me to reframe because I am one of those people. I don't want to annoy others. I know other people that annoy me. I know how they annoy me. I don't want to be that person. So what I want you to do is really think of your job as the coach in this aspect. It's all about perspective, ladies. All about perspective and how you think of it. So now that you have your team together, you have your hostess, however you want to look at that, and her people, how are you going to tell them the things that need to be told? So you're going to bust out this coaching guide. So this coaching guide is really based on in-home parties, but any of it can be translated into how we do things now or how you're going to run any kind of event. So I know when Michelle met with us last week, she kind of got us out of that mind frame of parties. I've been doing that for a while also, simply because I think we all got in that if I get invited to one more blank blank party, I'm going to lose my mind. I don't want to be added to a group for a party, blah, blah. So you want to have people get out of that mindset and be excited about going to an event that you're hosting. Again, whether it's in your house, on Zoom, on Facebook, wherever platform you're going to use, you want people to be excited to hang out with you. You want people to know that you are going to know them personally, which is what sets us different from everybody else, correct? Our job is not just to gather orders. Our job is to create relationships and know people personally and know what they're looking for and help them to fill a need, right? So when you're coaching them, you're doing the same thing. You want to know them ahead of time so that when it comes time for the event, you already know this person. Like you could walk in the room and hug them because you've already been talking to them. You already understand what it is that they are looking for. And your now job at the event is to help fill that need. So in the very top is to draw a full circle diagram. What is a full circle diagram? We talked about it last week. We talked about it this week. We talked about it weeks prior. And to understand what working full circle is what will make your business successful. You can apply this to any business out there, honey. Any business out there, whether you're selling motorcycle parts and accessories like my husband, whether you're selling life insurance, whatever it is that your job entails, there has to be a beginning, a middle, a closing, an end, and a way to bring it back around. So coaching is an essential piece to all of that. So you have to book the event, you have to coach the event, you have to sell at the event, you have to recruit, and you have to rebook, bringing it all around. So you want to make sure you draw your full circle diagram. Next, coaching. The definition of coaching. Everybody has a different definition. So it is the art of keeping your appointments. How does your doctor, your massage therapist, your nutritionist, your physical therapist, your mental health counselor, how do they all keep their appointments? Because they send you reminders. My hairstylist, I'm not even kidding, must send me 10 reminders. The first one, I put it in my book. A second one, I put in my phone. A third reminder, I'm like, oh crap, that's coming up on Monday. My fourth reminder, I'm like, oh, I better have somebody watch my daughter. Do you see why it's so important to have reminders? Because if you don't, there are pieces of the puzzle that make it happen that will not happen if you don't have those reminders. So you need to make sure that the art of keeping your appointments is to coach them. So here are some tips. Listen, you can all read, you all know what it says, but number one is expect it. Listen, if you don't have a guest list, you don't have a party or an event. A guest list can look like a bunch of different things, and we'll talk about that in a second. But how do you get the guest list? So the biggest way to get the guest list is to expect one. You are expecting the person who is going to be the leader of the event, who is going to be the event coordinator, who is going to be your quote unquote hostess, to bring other people with her. You, me, and 3 is a party. You like that? So you want her to have at least 3 people. 3 to 5 is always our goal. I think that even if you have a Facebook party with 30 people in it, what is the average number of people that are actually participating? About 5, because that is how we work best. It's just the average of what happens. So your expectation determines the outcome. Do you expect 5 people to attend, or do you expect she's not going to invite anyone? What do you expect to happen? Whatever you expect determines the outcome. If you expect your children to misbehave when you go to dinner tonight, guess what's going to happen? They're going to misbehave. Sorry, I know. But when you put it out in the universe like that, that is exactly what happens. So what you expect determines your outcome. I expect her to bring 5 friends. I expect it's going to happen. And here's how it's going to happen. You're going to give your friends the gift of a complimentary facial on the back of a profile card equals your guest list. Listen, we don't have profile cards if you're doing this on Facebook. So you have to know how you're going to get her to invite people. If this is a follow-up, if this is a original, hi, I'm inviting you to an event and I would like you to bring 3 to 5 friends, there's not going to be a profile card, but there is going to be a way that you invite her to invite 5 friends. So you're going to memorize and use the script, turn a facial into a party. A facial is 1 person, a party is you and me plus 3 equals a party. So you want to have parties. Parties are easier. It makes your life simpler. I could do 30 facials in a month. Oh, that would be so wonderful. Do you know how exhausting that is? Or I could do 10 appointments with 3 people at each, right? Or I could do 5 appointments with 6 people at each. Like, you have to think of how you work best, who you want to be around, and how you want that to roll into your next week, because this week's party turns into next week's party and they just keep rolling like that. So turn a facial into a party. You're going to send invitations, whether it's virtual or physical, with handwriting and invitation on a postcard. You want to be different. You want to be cute. You want to make sure that it's original. I used to send these pic collages when I was in person with a picture of me on there, so they knew what my face looks like, because when they connect you to being a real person, it makes a heck of a difference in how they perceive you at your party or your event. You become not just the Mary Kay lady who invited me to yet another party, to Nikki, who invited me to this fun Mary Kay thing. Like, do you see the difference? You're not just the lady, like, you are now a name with a face. So create yourself a cute flyer for that. Always make everything exciting, and you can use snail mail. Listen, the best way that you can keep your hostess interested in your event that's in a week, 2 weeks, 5 days, is to send her something in the mail. Send her something, send her a thank you note. Thank you so much for being part of my event. I am so excited to see you. You can put "see" in quotations if it's a Facebook Live, whatever it is, because you, again, make it personal. You make it something that is exciting to her. You made her feel special, because do you think other consultants are doing that? No. I love to include nice thank yous in all of the orders that I send out. It doesn't matter if you order some $6 product or if you order $600 in product, I still send you a thank you. So I forgot. What's old is new again, really. I forgot that I used to send postcards to my hostesses to thank them for being a hostess in whatever terminology you want to use, and reminding them of the event. And I put that in the mail. Do you know how much a postcard stamp is? It's like 19 cents, 18 cents, 7 cents. I don't even remember. It's so cheap. I have a roll of 100 of them because I used to send out so many postcards. I need to get back into that habit, because I want people to feel special. I want them to know that I value them, I value their time, and I want them to think of me as somebody who is excited to see them. And then let's talk about pre-profiling questions. So you have your hostess, your event coordinator, your person that is going to invite others. You have that person, and now you want them to invite others. So how is the best way to get them to invite other people without wanting to feel pushy, because that's not how we want to feel. And we don't want to add any extra stress to any other woman's life, because Lord knows we have enough stress. So the first thing to do is to offer her an incentive. What is her incentive for inviting and having them attend? There's a difference. She can invite 30 people, but if those 30 people don't respond, they don't get back to you, they don't get back to her, it's as if nothing happened. It wasted her time, and now she's frustrated. So you want her to think of the 3 to 5 people that attend things, that support her in what she does, that like a good time, that are looking for something different. They don't have to have heard of Mary Kay before. Actually, we prefer people that haven't. We prefer people that don't use it, because now we get new skincare customers. So have her think of those people and ask her, I have this gift for you. Look, gifts, pick something small. something you can give her, a product. I would love to give you a free mascara. When you have 5 friends attend our, you know, Maskin and Relaxin event on Thursday, can you think of 5 people that you think would enjoy that? Of course, she's going to think of 5 people. Say, here's an invitation that you can send out to them. And then there's some words in this packet that'll help you do that. But basically what you want to say is, hey friend, I'm attending a super fun event with my Mary Kay consultant. She's going to teach us how to use skincare. Would you like to come on Thursday at such and such date? She has a free gift for you if you RSVP to her. You want the RSVPs to come to you. It makes a difference. Now you get girlfriend out of the middle. She can also do a group messenger chat with her and her 5 friends, and you can introduce yourself and you can individually chat with them that way if that works better. Whatever it is, but you want her to be the one initiating it with her friends and them RSVPing to you. That's a key piece to all of it. So when they RSVP to you, you have some pre-profiling questions that you want to make sure that you get information from her, because this is where, again, you get to know her before you even meet her. And that is like the sauce that brings it all together, because in that, that's where if you were to see her on the street tomorrow, you can give her a big old hug because you're like, I know her, but you don't really know her, but you do know her. That is a Mary Kay consultant. So pre-profiling questions, you can call people, they might or might not answer. You can text them, you can Facebook message them. Either way, you want to initiate that communication with questions that get the answers that you're looking for. So first one, have you tried Mary Kay before? Why are you asking that? Well, you want to kind of know if she has a consultant without asking her if she had a consultant, to see what her experience was. If she tells you it was 15 years ago, well, Lord knows this ain't your grandma's Mary Kay anymore, and you want to introduce her to some new products. What is your skin? Is it ivory, beige, or bronze? What does this help you do? This helps if she wants some CC cream. This helps to know if she needs to take the foundation quiz, how to start that process. This does a whole lot. Is your skin type normal, dry, combination, or oily? If you're going to send samples, this helps answer that question. It also helps that when you are closing out the party, that when she says, I'm looking for this, you say, oh, well, I already know your skin's dry, and this is what works best for you. Would you describe your skin as normal or sensitive? What does this help you do? This helps you to know if this is somebody who is super sensitive Sally. Super sensitive Sally is allergic to everything. She's scared to try products. So what you want to do is you want to make her feel at ease, knowing the things that we know about Mary Kay products when it comes to people with sensitive skin. And this is a great response too. Would you say it's hypersensitive or simply sensitive? Because I have something for both. What do we have? You already know. 5, what would you like to change about your skin? Puffy eyes, dry lips, fine lines. This helps you to know what kind of things to talk about at your live event or your Zoom party. And you would receive another gift when you invite a friend. Which friend would you want to invite? That helps you have your guests invite guests. So especially if your hostess friend is not able to invite 3 people, but one of the girls is willing to invite another person, that's another person you get to meet. So here is your coaching. So this is 4 types of coaching. And this stat on the top is probably one of the most important stats you can ever know when it comes to sales. We're not salesy people. We're not. We're Mary Kay consultants. We're here to inform and teach and help. But we also need to make money. And the way that you make money is remembering that 80% of sales require 5 attempts. 5 attempts is not stalking. No, you're not a stalker. 5 attempts is reminding, is following up, is following up, is following up. But 44% of salespeople quit after the first attempt because they don't want to bother people. Are you a mom? Do you have cats, dogs? Do you have a job? Our minds are in so many different places. It is so important for you to remember that you are not bothering people. You are doing your job, and you are a nice, polite person who is willing to help and follow up with people. We all have crazy things happen in our lives. Dogs throw up, kids put things through walls, husbands' cars run out of gas. I mean, it does. But Those things can be distractions from, I was getting ready to text you back, and then this happened in my life, and girl, I completely forgot about you. You are okay. I'm giving you permission to follow up with people. It is in your best interest to follow up with people. Trust me. Think of yourself as your hairdresser, your dentist, your doctor, your therapist, your nutritionist. It is their job to follow up with you. It is their job to remind you you are allowed to do the same thing, and you will be successful in that. So here, facials, hostesses, guests to a party, guests to an event. It tells you immediately what to do every couple of days, 2 days prior and after the facial. Read this. You're smart. You don't need me to read this to you. This applies, once again, to any event you are the consultant at. Facebook events, Zoom events, in-person events, facial events, anything. These are all, again, pre-profiling questions, how to answer them, how to ask them, things to offer, guest lists. Listen, you're not giving away your store to your hostess. That's not what we want you to do. But a simple incentive. The company doesn't tell you what to give. They don't. You get to own your own business and choose what kind of incentives you want to offer your hostess. So, mascara. Everyone needs a new mascara all the time. This one down here, your Hostess Packet. So that is something that in person we used to give to people. Hey, here you go. Here's your Hostess Packet. This is how you can get outside orders. This is how you know what products we have. This is how you know about Mary Kay's business, because we all know that our hostesses are our next best consultants. I think you should make yourself 5 Hostess Packets for your next 5 hostesses. And what do you put in that Hostess Packet? Well, you grab your good old Mary Kay bag, that black grocery shopping bag that we have that I love. I use it for shipping often too. You make it look cute with a little ribbon or tool. You put a Hostess Plan in there. It could be Mary Kay's. You can get them off of InTouch. It can be one you print out. You can do that too. One that you handwrite. It doesn't matter. Just tell her what the Hostess Plan is. What does she get for having people? Is it based on sales? Is it based on the number of people that attend? It's your Hostess Plan. Do what you choose. You want to give her a lookbook, because people are still physically going into work. Look, I had to put my paper down because I talk with my hands. I need to talk. But when they go into work, when they're around family over the next couple of weeks, they can take their lookbook catalog and get some orders for you. That is still a viable way to be able to get Mary Kay orders. Send her a lookbook. Send her a couple of sales slips. Send her the Steps to Success brochure. That is off of InTouch under business tool. Like, it's under ordering. It's one of the things that's like business supplies, maybe. You'll find it. Super cheap. And then a handwritten thank you card. You can mail this to her for probably $2 if you need to. Do something to send her something in the mail. Make her feel special. Make her feel excited. Send her a sample of something. Call it whatever you want to call it, but just send her something in the mail. She'll appreciate it. All right. Now, you do not give her her hostess gift until after the party happens. Keep that in mind too, because she gets that early. She's not going to hold up her end of the bargain, because why would she need to? Here we go. This is about your thank you notes, RSVPs, how to follow up and close people out, how to get them for the next class and invite them to a Mary Kay event. What is a Mary Kay event? Mary Kay events are things that are held by Dawn. That's an event. The Peek into Pink is an event. Your meetings, your success events weekly are your next Mary Kay event. Invite her to something. Know what it is that you have coming up over the next 2 weeks that you can invite her to, because something is going to, you want to be able to know where to plug her in that will best fit her needs. What is your follow-up appointment? Do you have a makeup appointment you want to schedule her into? Do you want to plug her into an event? Do you want her to plug her into a Pink Possibilities thing? Whatever it is, make sure you know what you're going to do next. and what you're going to give her as part of that. Do you offer a gift card drawing, 50% off of a product? Do you offer her a free product, a free hand cream, a free eyeshadow? Do you see where I'm going with this? Like, what is the incentive for her? Because a lot of people, they want to help you, they want to support you, but they also have to recognize that their own time is valuable. So, as much as I like you and you're very nice, why would I do this? Oh, for a free eyeshadow? Okay. Yes. A lot of people will do a lot of things for a free eyeshadow. And I just include it in their orders. That way I'm not shipping it separately. I'm not spending extra money. And then guests to a party. This is, again, the ways to answer the questions. Having your invitation, create this in Canva. This is very easy to do. It's a rubber stamp kind of invitation that you can send from party to party. You just change the person's name, whoever is your hostess, the date, and the time. Everything else really can remain the same. Handwritten notes, cheap thank you notes from the dollar store. Create yourself a thank you note in Canva and have them printed. It's so cheap. I just had a bunch done. And then lastly, here is your hostess party checklist. So this helps you to know what you've gotten done for each person and what you need to get done. You don't have to do this forever, but you want to get yourself into a good habit of recognizing what it is you need to do for each hostess. And listen, if you're overwhelmed, start with one. You don't have to get 10 and try to get it all done, because what does a confused mind do? A whole lot of nothing. That's what I do. When I get overwhelmed, I shut down and do nothing. Is that helpful for anyone? No. I don't want the people that say yes to coming to my events to feel like I wasted their time, or to have that panic moment 5 minutes before the event when I send the reminder to think, oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I feel so bad. I don't want them to feel bad. I need to do a better job. It falls on me. And ladies, I want to remind you that for most of my career, when I was building this business, before I became a sales director, I worked full time as the clinical director at a mental health agency. And my job, I had my own office, which was fantastic, but it never ended. There was always someone knocking at my door, ringing my phone, some emergency or crisis. So I had to be strategic in how I planned to get things done. So one of the things I would do is about a half an hour before I left work, I'd take a couple of minutes and text some people that were either attending an event I was coming to or a hostess to check in. And the reason I did this is because I knew that within that half an hour, people would start to respond back to me. And they would either catch me as I was leaving my office, which then I could sit in my car and respond to them, or by the time I got home, they would respond and I could catch up with them. I had 2 kids when I started with Mary Kay. Then I had 3. And then I had 4. So I've added on the kids, I've added on the responsibilities, and kids going to school is way more exhausting than kids being in daycare. I feel like that is, there's too many commitments in school, like daycare, you just drop them off and pick them up. But I had to be smart about what I did because it was craziness when I got home. But I also had to choose when I was going to talk to people. And sometimes it was 9 o'clock at night is when I was able to send out those messages. I would not try to interfere with other people's lives, but in the same time, I had to be responsible for me and my family and know when I was going to plan things. I already knew what my schedule was in my head. I did Monday meetings, Thursday parties, Sunday parties. That's when I worked. Those were the only days I could work because everything else was already filled in. And I enjoyed it. And people, they fit into your schedule however you set it, whatever that is. When you start bending it for other people, then you're making a commitment outside of what your family kind of allows for that. And I feel like if they don't know what's going on and you change things up a lot, it gets very confusing and it can be very distracting and not very successful and stressful. So what to do before, during, and after the party. So here we go. Last but not least, here's your weekly challenge. Are you ready for this? So the first one is you're going to create your About Me card. Create a postcard or a pic collage. And this is your I story. Put a picture of you and your family on there. Send it as your thank you note, your welcome note, your hi note, whatever it is. why you got started, what you love about Mary Kay, what you're looking forward to it. Make it quick and easy, couple of sentences. The second thing is you're going to create a folder in your pictures on your phone for Mary Kay. Include your hostess plan, about me, and any blank templates. You can do all this in Canva. It's super simple. If you don't know how to use Canva, download it and watch a YouTube video on it. You will be a professional. You can use your phone, you can use your computer, you can use your tablet. It works on all of them. I like my phone sometimes better because it's easier to insert pictures, but there's certain things I have to do on my computer. So just know what works best for you. And last, create a We Missed You hampering gift card to share with those who did not attend. So if your hostess invites 3, all 3 confirm, but something happens to 1 or 2 before the event, you're already in communication with them to be able to reschedule a time to meet with them. So you have this We Missed You card. It's a Canva flyer that you can send to them, offering them the ability to still meet with you, and it still counts for the hostess, because we want everybody to get something out of this. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please let me know, and have the most magnificent week, and we will talk to you very soon.